Alright. Can you talk?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually recording you this time. We are officially live.
Okay.
um, as a reminder for anyone watching, this is a weird version of auto review in which we try and figure out how we would respond to reads on what the opponent is trying to do, as opposed to just focusing on individual mistakes.
True.
Okay, let's see. Oh, we do technically have these games as well. Oh, but these are without stand, so it's different. All right. Bet games. Best one is probably. I guess we can start with the worst ones first. But even Haggle. Actually, let's start with Haggle. Because even on Haggle, after we basically put ourselves in a really bad situation, I'd like to know what we're supposed to do at that point. You know?
Okay.
Like, we shouldn't just instantly lose the game and get completely run over the way we did.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
All right. What should we glean from their comp? If we look at their comp, I mean, there's the pencil and the shot bazooka. What
I
does
mean,
range blaster do?
they're probably just gonna walk forward on opening, realistically, is what I would expect.
Okay.
So I feel like against a team like this, you expect one of them to push up one of the sides, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not like they're gonna farm special. And
That's true.
then, yeah. So it's actually probably worse. It's probably worse to spread out because then you put yourself at risk of
like
getting caught out, I think.
Uh. I guess. See? I don't know. I don't think I lose to their weapons.
Right.
I think for me.
But I think you're at much higher risk of getting dived than on other comps. I think you're expecting just them to get an early cooler and then run forward.
Sure.
Well, I guess let me think. Well, actually, it's probably better to watch what they actually do and then think about how we would stop that rather than inferring. Looks like we get the opening that we want. Ah. Okay. I guess we should first think about, because it looks like we basically get the first contact on opening.
Sure.
And so why do we not get anything?
Well, it's not like they're feeding to us.
Okay, so what's the purpose of these strikes? The purpose of these strikes is to let people walk forward into them and kill them, basically. So why does nothing happen?
Well, nobody was in position. And also your strikes come out. Or the one person who was in position.
Hey? No, I'm talking about my strikes, yeah. I'm saying
Wait, your
why.
strikes?
Yeah, why do we
Uh,
not get anything off of them?
are you sure they're stopping the pencil?
Hmm.
I'm not gonna walk through mid if the pencil is still there.
Well, Okay, I guess we should back up a little bit then. Suppose that you know that the enemy is going to send 3 people front that are just going to kind of sit and wait, and one person's going to go to the side and poke.
Sure.
They're not going to commit to anything stupid, but, you know, they're going to do basically what we tend to do, which is just kind of like sit around, fuck around, and wait for something to happen. Right?
Yeah.
How do you punish that? Do we go after the guy on the side?
Oh, I don't think that's possible.
Right? Like if we push into that guy, we just
You have no view, direct view of the blaster. Like if you could have wall hacks and see the blaster and know when to drop on them and how to do it. But since the blaster is completely hidden, it's not even worth looking over the edge.
right. So
Unless
then
somebody
what?
wants to go all the way back to our ramp to look.
Right.
But then at that point, they probably back up. They try to force their way through mid because they see somebody's chilling back.
Right. That makes sense to me.
Maybe we just take their right side. It's not like so the pencil is being stupid and annoying, right? Like the strikes through mid, nobody's gonna push with them.
Well, let's
Probably.
assume that we have the strikes, but we haven't burned them yet, right? So
Oh yeah, yeah.
against a team like this,
But
we're gonna get first special, right?
sure.
So we're gonna have the option to initiate with strikes. The question is, how do you do it? That's actually taking advantage of their positioning in a meaningful way. So, like, stupid
Uh,
option number one is to strike the range blaster and try and kill him.
I don't. That's stupid. No,
Huh?
I think that's stupid.
Yeah, I agree. That's stupid option one. The only
I don't
other.
think. I don't think strikes alone does anything. Probably use strike because the strikes are just to screen the pencil for 1, 2 seconds, right? But if they're the only thing coming out, then pencil just keeps painting. I think probably a bubble would be, like use the strikes to get the pencil off your ass for 2 seconds, and then bubble on one of the sides. And by one of the sides, I mean the right side after you run through mid.
Right. Okay. So.
I don't think my answer is like I don't think your strikes do anything alone because of the way the pencil is positioned.
Right. So, because the pencil is positioned such that they don't actively get displaced by the strikes, they're going to be painting
Yeah,
during it. Right.
yeah. Because if I imagine playing pencil from my point of view, strikes come out, they don't really do anything unless my team is throwing and doesn't even look
And doesn't back
like
up.
and range blaster like comes in tries to jumps the army and nobody like tries to cover it. But that's
Right.
not happening.
Yeah.
Um, or the other scary thing is like the strikes come out. I'm trying to paint over it to show them that the strikes don't do anything, and then somebody just gets Zuka and then shoots me. That's like oh okay.
Right.
Or bubble. Bubble is annoying because then I have to waste my whole ink tank on trying to. My team's already displaced by the time the bubble comes out. I can't break it fast enough to
Yeah.
do anything about it.
So I would say that the purpose of the strikes is not only to clear the pencil, it also gives basically free first contact into the entirety of like mid.
Yeah, like I don't think you want to. If you don't want them, you don't really want them watching you.
Yeah. So like once you get past the choke point of the zone itself, I feel like you have a lot of options in front of the zone, but because of the pencil, you might be right
You
that
do, yeah. I can't draw on the screen, but the pencil's range reaches almost like the circle of the range would be it covers the entire zone, not the
yeah,
entire zone, but
enough to
except
cap
for
it.
maybe the grates. It can't reach the grates on the left side and
Yeah.
a little bit of the ground near it. But otherwise, it reaches the
Yeah.
whole place you could be fighting your teammates.
Right. So we can't displace with and we can't displace the pencil with strikes because they just I don't have enough range. I don't think,
Yeah, you don't have enough range.
and you still have to deal with the
And
entire rest of
you're
the team.
using the strike to move through mid in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. So, is there anything we can do with wrapping around behind the range blaster?
Um, Maybe.
Because I feel like the range blaster wouldn't expect that play.
I forgot what happens to Stan. I don't know who he dies to.
He dies to the range after stalling the pencil and the shot for like 4 billion years, but no one else is there to do anything. Like I
Oh,
think
okay.
if Eevee is in a different position, like watch this, right? But
Okay.
this doesn't relate to what they're thinking. This just relates to Stan does something good and we didn't use it. But
Yeah.
like Stan was being a real annoying character, but Eevee is like off fighting the right side for
Actually,
fun and then doesn't commit to anything. Let's see, Stan lasts forever and then the range has to turn around.
yeah.
I get like hard read by Zuka, which was an L on my part. Is there any single special that can initiate through the zone on this map? No, right? It's
To the
too.
zone.
I guess Zuka, but only if it kills.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, do you think there's a world in which you can consistently use these strikes to wrap around onto the person that's on bottom from behind and then pinch them from the other side and just kill them without losing
Uh,
anyone?
it's tricky. You probably could, but somebody has to ignore their instinct and not use the strike to cover the left block. Because the way, if somebody wraps around, there's actually a way for the enemy to hide. Not as easy as, not that easy. If the blaster is where they are right now, they
Right.
can kind of hide. So somebody has to look to the left and prevent them from having that spot.
Because like I'm imagining a world in which right I throw the strikes through mid and immediately rotate to the left side to push the guy that's down there. Right? And then someone is wrapping them from the other side and we kill them.
It feels kind of random to me. They could just jump ZR at the wrong time, and then you die. But
Yeah,
maybe
that's
that's
true.
not how you
Yeah, that's true.
range.
So, okay, I guess to go back to the original goal, like, what is it that they want in the first place?
Just want to get through so I mean, they want to eventually get through so the pencil can stop and move up. They just want
Right.
to force all the way through. I mean, pencil's good on the defense, but you don't want to do it the whole time.
Yeah.
You want to use the charger aspect of the pencil to as for lockouts.
Right. So, from their perspective, they just want to build two specials and then chuck them at us.
Yeah, and they're pretty confident they won't do badly in a neutral situation because of the pencil.
Interesting. So, how do we disrupt that then?
Uh, well, I don't know. I like the bubble strikes thing
Oh,
because it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
takes advantage of
But,
the pencil being not being like a
right. But do you think we get that first?
no. But if they push into us, the pencil can't necessarily like the pencil's position is either hat or maybe on
The
their side of
left
mid.
ramp. The other one's the left ramp by the pillow.
Yeah, maybe. It's not as good though. It's definitely possible to die there.
Yeah, well, that's
Die
where you
later.
tend to go. So,
Yeah,
if you think about it.
and
Yeah.
then the next position forward would probably be pass zone.
Well, yeah, but I'm not
There's
worried
like
about that. I'm worried about, like, other than just getting specials faster, is there a way we can exploit their opening choice to, assuming we had perfect knowledge that the range blaster would go left and that the other three would sit back and that the pencil would be on hat, what is our option from the start of the game to 20, 25 seconds in that gives us the best chance of punishing them for what they do? I guess, like,
would just be spreading out again and then hunting one of them out of the range of the pencil. Or if it's in the range of the pencil can only look one place at once. So there'd be somebody on the other side hunting for somebody.
mm,
And then if the people on the sides can't do anything, somebody has to try to get in through mid. It's not reliable, I don't think, because of the way the map is designed. There's no way to get around the pencil. I don't see any way.
well, the only, so as I see it, right, the downside of being stuck in your half of mid the way they are is that their own half of mid is that they don't have as much to paint and they don't have as much room to back up if they are pushed, right?
Sure.
The other obvious thing to me is that the range is super isolated.
Sure.
So if you play it correctly, you can fully isolate the range blaster and then just mob them or hunt
Yeah.
them, as you said.
Well, if I already knew they were dropping left, then the range would never even get to the point. That point, I'd
Why?
probably just drop left and then challenge them.
Okay. Why don't you drop left?
I don't know, because I don't see any forward progress if the pencil's right there. It's just and then if there's no forward progress, that's not really a problem. But then I don't have as much to paint. Like I wanna, if I'm getting stalled out, I wanna be able to paint for a while.
So then,
And I'm just waiting for somebody else to distract the pencil or initiate.
actually, why can't Stan drop left?
I don't know. Ask him.
Because he has the same properties of your weapon, except that he's not trying to farm anything, right? So the having,
Maybe, but if you're in a if you're on the left side, you're not really in a very high mobility situation. He may not normally be trying to farm anything, but it's like there's not really a progress.
what do you mean?
There's no way to progress. The reason you farm is to progress in that kind of situation. With Stan's weapon, he would probably just rotate. But if you're on the bottom left, it's hard to rotate.
I see. Okay, so let's assume then that the map is designed such that there is no way out of the opening, like, special farming snooze fest, right?
Sure.
Which I guess is a reasonable assumption to make. If we get our specials first, then obviously, I think we can very explicitly prioritize two people to get special.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's how the map is because if we're we always hold our side until they get their specials,
Yeah.
of course.
And then, so then, first question, right, is um, who do we want to get the second special? I don't think Eevee can farm bubble on opening.
No, I don't think so either.
So our other special is not going to be bubble. I guess Zip isn't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad for the pencil.
So Strike Zip is probably our best option on
Yeah,
opening.
not Will. Will's not gonna do
Which
anything.
leads us back to the whole it doesn't hurt for you to be bottom left because then you're not the one farming, right?
It's true. Yeah, I could just go bottom left.
Yeah.
I don't need to protect through mid because if you look at their comp, they're not trying to. The range buster's not gonna shoot through ZR through mid. They're
Yeah,
just gonna
no.
die instantly.
Yeah, they'll die instantly. Yeah. So you have to
And
look at
then
their
range
comp and
busters
ask him,
don't.
is anything gonna? So who would? What's the kind of weapon that would try and force through mid? Gal, squeezer. That's about it, right?
Yeah, but I don't even think they can do that well. Their wall restricts them from.
Fully walking forward. Yeah.
They still need the support of their specials. Who can actually walk forward? I don't think anybody can walk forward through all those
Choke
bombs that
points.
get thrown into it.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of maybe is Gal, but yeah, even then it's like sketch.
Yeah, or maybe an aggressive charger can effectively clear mid.
True.
They can't walk.
Sometimes chargers will sit, yeah, like close mid and then thread and
Yeah, and then their
pokes.
teammates will come in, but
Yeah. But
they
then
can't do it.
but then your position bottom left becomes infinitely more threatening because now the charger does
It
not have it.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really I'm not seeing a reason for you not to be bottom left here,
Okay, sure.
right? We can try
Yeah,
it.
it's just so hard to walk through any other part of the map. So
Yeah.
if I take part of the map where it's easiest for me to walk through,
Because you don't
even
have to
if
farm, right? You're not gonna farm. There's no point.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And stand plus me is plenty to wall out mid, and then EV on right is fine because it prevents them from cheesing in the right side.
Yeah.
And then I think the idea is, so if we get the specials first, great. We can use the strikes to smokescreen the pencil and then force with bamboo plus zip. Zip lets Stan basically go anywhere he wants. So if you have someone bottom left to fight, he can fight that.
Yeah.
If
So actually, if I don't see if the pencil's just watching me bottom left, my job is to keep it as clean as possible. So when the strikes come out, I can swim as smoothly as possible
yeah,
to get into what would the annoying position be? It'd
under
probably
the
actually
left.
just be right on the real edge because
Yeah,
nobody can shoot straight down.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And
there's also a
probably
pillow there.
yeah, that or even like even further up because then they
Yeah.
have to turn around to shoot at you, which is
Yeah. Further up is fine. I can ledge peek and they can't shoot below a ledge.
yeah. And if they turn around to fight you, they're turning their back into three people that are coming through mid with strikes. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's if we win it. The second possibility here is with their comp, right? Realistically, the specials that come out first are Cooler and Zuka. So how do you punish? Is there a way to punish the early Zuka, or is it just a no, it's coming and don't die to it situation?
I mean, well, there's no way to punish them by killing them. I don't think so. Like, there's no. Is there any way to make them shoot it towards the sides?
No, they will never shoot towards the
Okay.
sides. It's always they will always shoot diagonally across the zone.
Yeah.
I guess
Well,
if I
there's no way
can.
to kill them.
Hmm?
There's no way to kill them, and there's no way to make them shoot elsewhere. They're just gonna make the same play, and job is to not die to it.
Yeah. I guess I could try and roll a cheeky bomb, but that's not gonna kill very
Are you
often.
close enough? Oh, yeah.
For to bomb them, yeah, for sure. But I have to be careful when I do it. But if I'm actively
Yeah,
like planning for it, then yeah.
sure.
And I should get strikes before they get Zuka because I'm the primary farmer and I have lower points for special and I have special charge. So
Yeah.
I should get the strikes first and be able to reposition myself. And then basically while I'm waiting for Stan to get zip, I'm trying to punish a Zuka.
Sure.
And then Stan should just be farming his zip and then you're bottom left. And if you get something great.
Yeah.
But I
I
mean,
don't know where exactly those come out from. Do they come out from below the mid ledge, or do they
the Zukas,
try to stand on the left side? Yeah.
they'll stand on like towards the grate. I mean, it's just like the entire, like anywhere works. It's just like anywhere
Yeah.
in, let's see.
Just asking because if they're below the ledge, then it's much harder to kill them.
If it's like
And if you're
anywhere in here is like possible. But like a rolled bomb will, like I just have to see it, not die to the first shot, and roll the bomb with the right timing, right?
sure. Doesn't seem that as long as you don't die.
Yeah, as long as I don't
It'll give
die.
you.
But I mean,
It'll give you.
I can
But I don't
definitely.
think it's
No, that's not gonna
that
rely.
funny.
That's not a reliable punish. But I do think it's worth going for, because I know every
Sure.
single V shot in the game on Hagglefish zones is gonna farm Zuka on opening and Zuka. There's
Well, what
like
else
nothing
are they?
else.
What else can they do?
Yeah,
What else can they do?
there's nothing else they're gonna do, right?
Yeah.
And if we get lucky,
A
I
lot of
get strikes
conclusions about
first and
this
we
map
force
is
early.
a lot of conclusions about this map is nothing else can be done.
Yeah. Why people like this map so much, I don't know. Maybe there's comfort in knowing that everyone will do the same thing, and that all the
The
only thing that
retakes are interesting. The mid fight is horrible. Retakes, I guess.
retakes are not terrible. Yeah, I guess. And speaking of retake, so we don't do that. All this to say we
Sure.
don't do that, and we're gonna
Just
lose.
taking out the mid, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Just taking out.
I get double chipped by Zuka, which was fucking sucked.
It's
But
fine.
all this happened because I burned the strikes too early in a position where we couldn't actually use it, and the range blaster wasn't
Yeah.
threatened. So really, who's surprised?
Then they all die for some reason.
Eevee, Eevee moment,
Oh.
and then Stan moment, and then they like died a whale or something. And even here, what are we doing? Okay, let's think about this. We played this wrong for sure.
Yeah.
Let's think about this 2v2.
I mean, they all exploded. And
Okay.
there's a shot, so it's probably gonna be hiding.
Everyone exploded. It's now a 2v2 in mid, charger shot on both teams.
Yeah. Archer's doing the correct thing. You have to get up as far as you can.
Yeah, charger moves up as far as they can and just keeps taking pot shots. What's the shot? Well, let's see what the shot does do, and then we can worry about. Um, shot's just kind of waiting. Oh,
I knew it. They're hiding and then hitting.
I trade it, but not until after Eevee dies. This is still fine. Wait, we're still fine. Oh, how did he lose that? Wait, how did you die? What?
I didn't see the jump in. They just got 250s on me.
What? The slosher?
I died to range.
Oh, that's...
I didn't see the jump.
Yeah. And sandbags out the wrong way. And now I'm... Alright, I get the kill and I jump out, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. I guess it makes sure the range buster is not right under the ledge, but
An extra kill never hurts, especially if I can get out right after anyway.
yeah.
But I guess what am I supposed to be doing here?
This is like the 1 out of 6 times I'll kill the pencil. So I was a little disappointed. I died to the range after.
Yeah. Am I supposed to just sit behind you and paint your feet?
I don't think painting my feet does anything. I think you're just supposed to hide. Does hiding do anything?
I don't know. They have all the paint.
That's true. Uh,
I guess I can
think of it.
proactively bait the pencil.
But is there any guarantee that the mid fight gets as messy as it does, and we get something out of it? Like, what if they just calmly give jumps in the pencil suppresses? What would we do in that situation?
Well, I think the pencil was being pretty passive.
They were pretty passive, and then we didn't beat that the shot was shark. I feel like if I was a shot, I would also shark and then try to run through where the pencil is not.
Really? I feel like
As
I
a
would
as a
defend.
shot, as a shot, would you? Oh well, the pencil can defend it themselves.
Well, I would shark to kill the people if they try and run at the pencil. I don't think, because those are the freest
You
kills.
actually, you really run
Running through is scary because you have no info. I guess
if you're
you do
if you're
because I
sharking,
didn't
then
shark.
yeah, but you're using the fact that they don't want to stand where might not want to stand where a pencil is. I just think that sharking on right is fine because it's like a different angle thing. I'm not, and then you have more map control, so it
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
Well, I'm not
Like
worried about
just
the shot
wait for
sharking. Like, obviously, we're not going to clear the shot, but
yeah.
I feel like What are we trying to do in this situation?
I
You and I.
don't know. There's no guarantees that the fight becomes like how it did. I don't know what I don't know what I'm trying to do. I don't want to really be looking at the pencil.
Well, that's what you
I don't
do.
really want to. Well, I'm not gonna die to them, but I'm not gonna push them either,
Hmm.
unless it gets really messy.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I sit behind you and secure mid then. Right?
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that they're not gonna go in. Right? Actually, let me check. Is there a way? How do I check special meter? Is it
Uh,
what's the fucking? Is it both? How do I do this? Do I have to be playing? Is that what it is? There we go. Oh, they're getting meter first, though.
Yeah.
They're way closer. I guess either way, I just have to paint without dying to the pencil, cause you're gonna need space to move.
I do.
Yeah.
Like I'm imagining the worst case. The worst case is they play calmly and then they give jumps back into their aggressive, and they already have the paint. You just need to give the jumps.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to force the pencil.
Yeah. So I need
But
to.
something weird happened.
Yeah, the shot runs through, but doesn't shoot at me for some reason, and then I trade him. That's what happens.
Yeah.
But see, if I'd painted your feet better there, you don't die to this range.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. So. I don't know what Sand did though. He just kind of whiffed, which sucks.
Maybe.
But I'm not worried about that. I think the main takeaway there is that in a 2v2 situation like that, we're not expecting the shot to do anything reckless, and I know that if I support you, there's almost nothing they can do to actually push us.
Yeah. Until they jump back in, but if you're just painting, then
That's
not
all.
such a
That's still the
problem.
best. That's still the best option if they're all jumping back in.
Yeah.
But I have to
Yeah.
stand. But the other part is I have to preemptively paint from a position where our jumps back in have enough time, even though they're respawning first with cooler.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't even know how it ended up like it did in the game. It was kind of weird.
It's because the shot just ran through but didn't kill me, and then they all like. All the jump timings are weird, and the entire. I mean, you won a weird fight against a pencil. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had to jump there. Okay, well now I have strikes. Is this the one where I died to the Zuka? And then the game just ends? Yeah.
Oh, I think I tracked Zuko onto Eevee. That's funny.
Yeah, you track Zuka onto Eevee, and then... How does this go so well for them?
I think we're just hanging out way too close to the. Or I am. I'm hanging out way too close to specials. Play a
Yeah,
little
you
more
just have to...
boring.
Yeah, you have to wait because they have specials ready. But I'm trying to imagine, like, if someone did that to us, I don't know that we'd kill them. Actually, that's not true. Eevee would definitely rush
Yeah.
up under ledge and then just smack them.
Yeah.
Eevee does that all the time, actually, yeah. Yeah, so we just have to...
At this point, I should have jumped. As soon as I got the strikes, I would be like, I should have been like, okay, that's pretty good actually. If they just strike.
Yeah, actually, that's probably the optimal play is for you to run up, bait the special, and then get out. And now they don't have special
Yeah.
for...
Yeah, but I just ran away manually for some reason, so that was stupid.
Well, you ran away manually and also not straight backwards. Which is like...
I don't think I could have run straight backwards.
Yes, you could have. I'm confident.
Let me think
Strikes
about
take a sec to come out. You have so much time. Here?
it. Really?
Yes.
Or in. Are you talking about moving back left?
I'm talking about, like, rather than turning here, you just go straight backwards. That strike does not kill you. It's not even close.
Let's see.
Just swim straight back. Like, Strike lands now, right?
I see.
I estimate it takes you about 1 second to cross that distance, especially because you're a lightweight weapon. Remember, the strike landing itself doesn't actually paint anything,
Well, yeah, I know that.
so your path is still clear.
I think the instinct is I don't ever stray backward. I'd rather just jump out, to be honest.
I don't know that. Well, yeah. I mean, if you know that your job is baiting here, then like if you know that your responsibility is to bait here, then yeah, you. Um,
Sure. But to be honest, I'd probably just jump out because it doesn't ever occur to me to swim straight backwards.
right. Well. Yeah. I guess right here, just instantly jump. Yeah, because I gave
Yeah, I'm not
you.
looking backwards. I feel like you would look backwards at this point. But I'm not looking backwards. I don't want to look backwards.
Yeah, I'm looking backward
I
because I
only look
want to
backwards.
paint and just swim straight back. Because I don't
I
want to
look backwards
jump.
to check my feet.
Anyway, I guess so. I guess the thing here to predict is that if we if we play in a particular way, we can force early specials and then have a free retake. I think that's the main takeaway is that when you
Yeah.
give people early pokes and they have specials, they like to try and kill you. So
I mean, I've tried it before on like ship. You know,
yeah, I remember
drops
the
up.
one time you did a shift, but like we could be doing that much more often, right?
Yeah.
Basically, in any situation where it feels fucked that they also have specials and there's like, how the fuck are we supposed to retake? I think it's
But
just
it's a bit of stress on them too because if they have specials, they're looking for the correct time to use them.
yeah,
They might be
yeah,
a little trigger happy.
yes, definitely. I think the other
Trigger happy.
thing we can
Or if
definitely
somebody drops in like a very weird spot that normally is very bad, but if you're all holding special, you might not be so keen to go and fight it, or you might just pop your special.
yeah.
So like
Either
if you
way,
drop like a
like dropping bottom right here. Well, no,
yeah
because there's a range there.
yeah, I mean the range will always be chilling there.
Actually, no, you
It's
can. Hello. Ah, fuck. Hello.
hello.
I accidentally closed my screen a little bit too much.
Okay, is it still recording?
Let's see. Is it still recording? It should be. Hello? Yeah, it's still recording. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I
I
mean,
know what you were gonna say. You can just go on the. It's not. It's like getting out of spawn. It's like I have a full view of everything that goes on, and they're not gonna be
yeah.
filling bottom left to shark me. That makes
Yeah,
no
if you're
sense.
like here, you can see. You can probably even
Yeah,
poke the range from there.
I 100% can reach under head.
Yeah. Actually, why do you not go there more often? I guess because it's slow to rotate back. But where do you even
Yeah,
like
it's like
retaking from?
I don't. I just when I retake, I just force through, right through everywhere because I don't. I'm not used to relying on my teammates to like if I go right, that's like a pretty good play, but everybody else has to be aware.
Right,
It's easy in solo to just end up there and be like, oh, I didn't do anything because it happened.
right.
Like there's no forward progress from there.
Yeah. But I feel like for you, in your case, you don't need to commit to dropping. So,
I don't, not really.
yeah.
But if I'm already on that side, it takes so long to rotate. Then I might as well commit to dropping.
This is also true, but you can also jump. So,
Yeah, that's true.
but yeah,
And
like
dropping is so
sometimes, because
bad.
sometimes I'll go there, right, to
Yeah,
try and force them to look somewhere different, try and bait something, and or like try and shoot under hat. But like, I don't. My weapon doesn't do that very well.
yeah.
So, I feel like you should, in fact, be.
By the way, if I went right, I shot the range blaster and then I dropped, and the range blaster was avoiding me for obvious reasons, and I just painted the right side and kept going to the right side. You think the pencil would turn around to try and look at me?
Maybe. I think whatever it is, you just have to be ready to calculate. Like, I think you can scare someone under hat,
Yeah.
drop right. If you paint like the entire bottom right area, but like don't commit. Don't commit. You don't need to commit.
Well, obviously, I'm not gonna commit because I can't see anything.
Yeah, but even if you drop, you
I'm
can
looking.
like play. Even if you drop, you're so annoying to kill in that corner. So
I know.
annoying to kill, right? So,
Unless the pencil comes up and directly looks at me, but at that point
but even then,
they're
you can ledge peek them. Like it's not an
yeah, yeah,
instant
yeah.
kill by any
It's not.
means. And now they're like super far forward, and anyone that's close to hat can definitely kill them,
Yeah,
right?
the pencil is not gonna naturally be hovering there.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as I execute it fast.
Yeah,
If I was playing pencil, I might if I see somebody on the left, I might rotate there.
yeah. So I guess that's another thing to add to the repertoire is sending threatening weapons to weird, janky, quote unquote bad off angle positions that are still
I
hard to
think the
clear.
reason, shared reason they're bad is the lack of forward progress alone.
Yeah.
So if you're alone, you cannot.
It's also that you can't back up easily
Yeah, that's true.
unless you jump, which is why you go to positions where you would have to jump and then you play it for the jump, right?
Yeah,
Like it doesn't even hurt you to jump
probably
out there.
I just memorize where you are and then I jump to you.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that seems
Yeah, but just looking at the orientation of players and thinking about it, that's why I thought about going all the way right.
yeah.
Because the reason why nobody normally drops right is because they don't have the weapon that can, you know,
You do have to be careful with the
they
range,
don't
but the
really
range is never going to be like far bottom right unless you give them a
know
reason
that
to
they'll
be.
It's not, yeah, unless I telegraph it. But no, I don't really have to be careful over the range because I just pre-fire at the ledge and then they can't push it.
Yeah, exactly. Um
Yeah, but I don't think anybody is, on their team is ever going to be chilling to
no.
punish the right side. I don't know what it's
No,
called. The
you would never do that. That's like a horrible
long
like
long wraparound.
yeah, it's such a slow
I
and
feel like you guys at the front could probably notice like if there's one player missing.
well, but even when like we see people on far left, I feel like the only person that would go for them is Evie. But like you wouldn't get caught by someone like Evie because you're too careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also have autobomb, so like you could also throw an autobomb to check before you peek anything.
Wait, I just realized you don't even have to wipe around. You can just use the block. I forgot about the block.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It's not as slow as I thought it was to go on the right side.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't need to do anything besides paint.
Yeah, you just paint
Down
and
there.
go down there and then try and bait. So I think the thing to add to our repertoire is to add like jump out positions as early unexpected pushes, especially when we're in a special disadvantage that's an option to try and burn early specials on their end and give us a better fighting
Yeah,
chance after.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that thing on Super Shape was so satisfying.
That was
Still
very
think about
satisfying.
it.
I think we still lost that game, but yeah, that was
You did too.
we should do that more. But like it has to be you or Stan.
Yeah, because I'm threatening, and
Yeah.
it's plausible that I could, if I was given enough time chilling there, nobody's trucking me. I could just paint and start running forward. So they might as well nip the problem in the bud.
Yeah. But then you just jump out and then you've okay, suppose they don't burn specials and actually just like three of them drop to kill you. Do we run through mid?
Yes.
I guess you should wait until. So I don't think you can do that if we don't have any specials ready.
Yeah.
We have to have at least one special ready so that if they create the numbers imbalance, we at least have something to initially get us in.
Yeah,
Right?
and I have to make sure they actually drop because if you get, it's so easy that it's gonna be so easy to cut them off returning if they try to drop right.
Yeah. But the key thing is I have to be ready to strike as soon as they like start committing to you, and everyone
Yeah,
else needs
and
to be
make sure the
ready.
pencil doesn't triple you.
Yeah. Well, if that happens, that's on us. Pencil should not be able. Pencil mathematically cannot triple.
I feel like one and a half is good enough already, to be honest. Based on the distances you have to traverse.
Maybe, but that's what the strikes are for, right? So
Yeah.
or whatever else we have. Okay, so that's our strategy for like sketchy retakes where we like try to. I think that is most relevant in situations where we just tried to retake, it didn't work, and now we're in a special deficit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good
A lot
thing.
of maps are sketchy retakes.
Yeah. So having the option to retake without specials is good.
Yeah.
All right. So now this situation. How the? Okay, what do they want here?
Get on hat. Somebody gets on hat, and then they just wanna throw bombs to prevent us from standing.
Yeah.
Probably the pencil stands in front. And then they're thinking about how we're gonna get back in.
Yep. And they're just basically camping ledges, preventing
Yeah.
wraparounds on the far side.
Yeah, it's very easy to run backwards if you need to.
For them, you mean, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So then the question is, what are we supposed to do here?
Oh, we can't have the pencil there.
Huh?
Oh, we cannot have the pencil there the whole time.
Right.
You, you strike them.
Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah.
Strike them and make sure they get off.
Yeah, there you go.
And then just keep them.
Oh, the mistake is that all of you burn specials way too fucking early. This zip is way too early, and the whale was way too early.
Yeah.
Yeah, once the pencil's gone, we should be able to clear that on our own.
Yeah. I
Especially
was
with
probably
the...
just using wall as wall hacks, to be honest. But once
Yeah,
the slosher dies, I don't really need to do that.
yeah. We just, like, completely waste everything. Think, in a situation like this, we have to be able to do more with less. So I guess the way you do that... Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to say. The other way you can force early specials that's kind of funny is that, or something we could think about, if we have multiple specials, right? Specifically, like 3, right? We can burn one early and make it look like we're committing,
Yeah.
and then they'll probably burn everything to try and stop us, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And then we can wait it out and then use the 2 other specials after. So that's the
Yeah.
other clever way in which we can try and outplay people or outsmart people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all of this stuff is hard to fucking remember.
I mean, it's not super hard to remember because there's not as long as you eliminate impossible things out of your mind, of your thinking.
Right,
I guess
but
that's
they're
how.
impossible in the sense that they never come up in solo, and we're only thinking of them now.
Oh,
So
what I meant
thinking of them in
is
the
when I
moment.
say impossible things out of your thinking, if you realistic about your chances on a retake, then you narrow yourselves down to that kind of bait thing.
Right,
Like you're not like relying on them to feed you.
right. But I think even if you have a more reliable retake option,
Yeah.
I don't think going for that is bad
Yeah, I agree.
because it's a mix-up still.
Yeah.
In the same way that if you never take any risk, you lose in this game. Because doing something like that puts you in a position where you can like instantly like wipe the entirety of mid and completely flip mid, as opposed to like get partially back into mid and then have to win another fight in the zone, right? So
Yeah.
it's something to think about going forward. Obviously, but like what I'm saying is like thinking of those things in the moment is like it's gonna take us a
Yeah, I
bit.
guess so.
But you, I need you to be part of this process of like reminding and calling things like these kinds
Yeah.
of plays, because like
I think the first step is just when it's super obvious, like they have 4 specials, something like that.
yeah, this is true.
Can't be thinking, can't be thinking of like, how am I gonna cheese them? You have to be thinking about how I'm gonna make them waste a
Burn.
special.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you all stare each other down for the rest of the game, they win.
Yeah, and then we also have to worry. Well, I don't know if we have to worry about us not falling for that yet.
No, not really.
I don't think. I think top level players would do things like that to
People are
us.
not very disciplined about their specials. The most disciplined I've seen recently was probably Atomic on left, Humpback, Vector
Oh
for a
yeah,
very
dude,
long time.
that was fucking crazy. That was crazy. I should have saved
It's
those
very
games too. That was impressive.
yep.
Yeah. And she got me, which is like, damn. But we should be like that. Super disciplined. Especially without cooler, we should be super disciplined like that.
Yeah.
And especially because we have weapons that can get things done without needing specials.
Yeah, but it's not like we don't need to think about the special. We don't need to play chess with specials. We just need to be able to go into a corner and then try to win it. Not win it, but like go into a corner and try to make the best out of it.
Yeah.
Like I would be less confident playing like a special thing because then you have to use chess about like where am I popping it from? When am I popping it? Am I looking at the top of the screen? When am I looking at too much random stuff?
Yeah. It's much more freeing to just have a bunch of strong main weapons and then you just fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so our mistake is that you guys just burn like the only thing that should be coming out right now is my strikes.
Yeah.
This zip and this whale are like horrible. You die instantly. Eevee, look at how far back Eevee's bubble is. So I guess what we
Yeah,
need to
that's true.
calculate is we burn the strikes, right? And I think realistically, that's the other nice thing about strikes is that they block your screen, so you get scared that you're gonna get if they're threatening three other specials, you're scared that you're gonna get mobbed, so you're more likely to just back out and give the space
Yeah.
back. So if they don't give the space back, I think we can burn another special, but I think we had to be more patient about that.
Yep.
Yeah. But that's basically how we lose. It's like we're in mid now and we have literally nothing. Eevee just ran in and died. Game's over. GG.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's how that game went. Ramen. I don't remember this game. Oh, and I played shit though.
Oh, I forgot what happened this game
Me too.
as well. Ramen's tricky for me. I want to think about it.
Yeah. But ramen is definitely a game.
I really don't like ramen.
But ramen is definitely a map where you can express creative positioning quite well.
Yeah.
It's the most free map in the game.
Not me. Not me. I don't know what I'm doing.
Even you, I feel like you can like if I think about places on the map that are good for you, right? Bottom right is good.
Yeah.
Here is good if you're
Right.
there for some reason. Even here is good if you're down here. And they're bottom right.
Yeah.
Basically, there's plenty of open space if you can find it and use it correctly. It's just
Yeah.
tricky figuring out how to use it. Okay, let's think about this. So again, I'm expecting, well, no, cuz this map you don't have to um you don't have to force with specials to get through mid here.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's safe to assume that most teams will do that.
Yeah. I'll try for some things at the beginning.
So then my
But
question is how do
eventually.
we is there a reason you can't just open bottom right?
Because the pencil is on snipe, and I don't want to stand there because I can't just hide behind the wall, because then they're in a pretty easy position to shoot me.
Specifically, I'm talking about like right at the base of the ramp back here. I don't think you're threatened by the pencil
Yeah.
there.
I'm not, but I can't see anything.
Well, I feel like being able to shoot up through here is very annoying for them.
You can half shoot up through there. Sometimes it gets blocked.
What do you mean?
And sometimes you can't chill at the optimum spot because they can wrap around. If that makes sense.
Like come down here?
No, I mean wrap around through zone actually.
Like this?
Nope.
This?
Oh, but yep, like that. I
Oh,
cannot
like
shoot
just
up.
drop on you, you mean?
Yeah.
I
And
see.
then Like so people would always challenge. People can challenge you through mid, and then they go to the left, right behind the glass.
Yeah.
That spot just happens to be on top of me if I was mid.
This is true.
So it's not reliable to stop them from doing that.
Right.
I can
Okay.
always back up left and but I or
But then you're
right
doing
from our
nothing.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, it becomes even more useless.
Yeah.
And they start winning the mid fight for free. And I think people can actually mid fight on this map.
Yeah. I like Evie's idea though. I think we should do that. I think that's probably our best option on
Yeah.
early game, right? Because that's very hard to punish. Even if you know it's coming, it's very hard to challenge a carbon down there.
Oh yeah, you can't just be like looking at them. Especially if I'm at the beginning of the game, I always go for the pick because it's not like haggle where it's unlikely.
Yeah.
It's just I'm just making them respect
Yeah.
like if they choose to farm, obviously they can't be allowed to stand there.
Wait, can Stan be down here?
So,
Can Stan be down here?
on the right,
Yeah.
uh, probably have to ask him. He is more reliable close, and I feel like he is easier for him to run forward.
Yeah.
But and I'd rather be a mid. I could probably cover him in.
Yeah. Like what I'm trying to think about is how do we prevent people from going here behind the glass? I fucking hate
Yeah,
that shit.
it's pretty annoying.
It's so scary and it's so annoying. And if we could just
It
prevent that,
is.
I feel like that would be huge. So
Okay, then I don't mind. Well, I don't know how Stan feels, but
if
I
Stan
don't
doesn't
mind
like
if he's
that,
there with me.
then I don't know. I like Eevee's wraparound
I could
strategy.
do. I
Mm,
could just do it.
ok-
I did tell you why I didn't like.
yeah.
I
I
feel
don't think
like
your weapon wins
I
that.
feel like
I don't think your weapon wins that. I don't think you can do that.
no, not without becoming useless.
Yeah, exactly.
I also
So
feel like it's actually easier for me to catch people running through mid
no,
with
I agree.
Stan.
So because I'm trying to think about right. How do we get the problem with Stan's current position is that he doesn't get any angles that line up with yours nicely,
No.
right? Because he can't hit any of the people like on the left side of the zone because he's under the
Yeah.
ledge. So he can threaten the pencil themselves, but now that we have Eevee wrapping around, we don't need him down there.
Yeah. Well, the pencil, if the pencil wants to avoid getting smacked like that, they have to chill and snipe. That's way too far away.
Yeah,
That means I get to chill in mid.
yeah, exactly. You get to walk
I
through
feel
it.
like I feel like Stan being on the bottom, like at first glance, if we have the same range or whatever, it might look interchangeable, but there's like a double thing there of where I'm better at covering mid and Stan is better at punishing droppers.
Yeah, exactly. But I think we
And
want
then
Stan maybe
also
on.
they'll be forced to drop instead of like just hiding there.
Yeah, they can't hide here if Stan's down there, which is the most
Yeah.
important thing.
And they can't chill in mid either if I'm
Yeah, they
shooting
definitely
through.
they've never been able to chill in mid. So it's just
Yeah.
like this fucking wall has been the bane of our existence.
Yeah.
But like we win, I think we win the mid fight every time. We should be winning the mid fight every time because you can't get
Oh
specials.
yeah.
You
Keep
can't get
farming.
specials. You can't farm here.
Yeah.
If you farm, we get the entirety of mid for free. And if you
Yeah,
go
I
to
think
mid,
like
you don't. There's not enough paint to farm.
40% of games I actually kill somebody at the first 5 seconds. So
Yeah. So then the question is, where do I go? Because I think I don't like being here.
yep,
Like this area fucking sucks for me.
I understand.
I think I want to paint here and then drop this way
Yeah.
and support Eevee. Because I think I actually have decent fights over here.
Okay. Support him. Are you sure you're not drawing more attention to what he could be doing? I guess they can't really look at it because
They just
it's
can't.
you know
It doesn't. The reason Eevee going there is so beautiful is even if they know it's a threat, they cannot think about it. if they for a second, if first of all if they try and drop on him, you lose to carbon, 100%.
yeah,
You can't drop
yeah,
on a carbon that's down there because it's guaranteed to be blind, right?
yeah,
And then
that's true. I feel like if they're thinking about anything else for 1 second, I'd probably try to walk forward and shoot them.
yeah, and Stan can also now that Stan's here, he can also walk forward and shoot them, right?
Yeah.
So
Or walk backwards if they decide to rush him.
yeah,
Or, like they got to do something.
yeah. But like I feel like we should be winning neutral on this map very frequently because you can't farm enough.
Yeah.
But I think the single biggest thing that always fucks us is this little wall. But
I can prevent people from using it.
no, not fully. You can't prevent the person from wrapping like this way. That's the one thing you can't stop. And then when they're here and it's like a blaster or a slosher, it's so fucking annoying.
Is that a traversable grade?
No. But they
Oh,
just shoot
that's
over.
not-
They just shoot over. And then
Oh, yeah,
like
I know, I know.
I just
Yeah.
don't want to be anywhere
mean-
near that.
What I mean is, like, I can prevent them from physically standing on the zone part of it. I can't prevent them from dropping and just go shooting there, of course.
But yeah, like Stan's not doing anything here. I guess the
Yeah.
slosher ends up going down there. But then if I'm down there, I think I'm okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I was pushing bottom right at the beginning of the, it's not like a nice area for mid-range weapons. Like, too many blocks and ramps and stuff.
Yeah. So like if anything, maybe I have to run all the way back here. But honestly, if the slosher comes all the way back here for me, hopefully you guys just win in mid.
Yeah.
Like surely
Okay, one
you
thing
guys
that
just
might happen
kill
to
them here.
Stan is like somebody might start like hiding behind the block.
Which block?
Something. A left block.
Oh,
Like,
I
if they-
see. But we don't care about that.
Well, not really. Yeah.
If they're down there,
Also,
they're
That's less
doing
people
they're
in mid.
useless. They're even more useless than Stan.
yeah.
And then you're definitely if they're down all the way there, they're you're definitely just walking through mid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So if they all abandon mid, like if I sometimes successfully clear mid,
Right.
if I see them all abandon mid, and they're not behind their glass, which is usually where they back up,
Wait, like
then
what
where
do you
are
mean?
they? They're probably bottom right or hiding or something.
If you clear mid,
cannot-
they're all like back here, right? Back here or back
Yeah, yeah.
up here?
Well, I'm saying that in games where Stan is not on the right, there will also be somebody hiding on the left.
On our
Maybe
right
not
side,
actually.
yes. There's always
Alright.
if there's no one there we will always end up with some fucker over here.
Yep.
100%. And I've been the one that's like been stuck over there and it's like the worst matchup of all time for me. Like I hate that
Yeah.
spot. Honestly, I haven't really found where is a good area for me, but I'm thinking it might be over here. Cuz I know it's
Sure.
I actually kind of like this bottom area. Once I'm there, I like this area.
Yeah.
But
I mean, what you can do is somewhat help me paint mid. If they're not looking for mid, then I'll just push through it, and then you can paint some of it.
yeah, but I don't like being in our top right because that's where all the specials go, and it's very easy to get lottery chipped by like an AoE weapon plus a bazooka, or you get tapped
Yeah.
by a pencil, or I died it. Like there's too many weapons, like there's too many long sight lines into me when I'm up there, so I actually like don't. And the worst part is, if they kill all of you in mid in front of me, like I have to back out all the way to here anyway.
Yeah.
Like I have to give it to them. I can't even defend it, which
Yeah.
like sucks. It's just like why am I even there?
I mean, there's been plenty of times where I just right peek the glass and kill somebody
Yeah.
who's chilling.
Who's trying to hold it? Yeah. Like I can't hold it. So why bother? I may as well be down here in bottom in the EV circus, putting paint down so that the next time he shows up, or we can do our new advanced, hot swap strategy where I'm down there,
Yeah.
EV jumps in, I jump out, and now
Yeah.
they have to find a carbon.
There's really no way they should be doing anything in mid until they get their specials.
Yeah. And this map is such that I think we can force before they can farm.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Anyway.
that's against like a pencil. Sometimes leader happens. I can't walk through mid as easily. Like they'll be chilling where Mecha is right now.
right,
Wonder what happens at that point.
I strike them probably.
Yeah, probably.
But I think if we're positioned differently, I think my strikes do much more.
Yeah.
Because I think Stan can run forward much better if he's on the right side. He's just on a
Yeah, I agree.
he's on a position that's like bad for his weapon. We shouldn't have put him there.
Yeah.
It's
Bad
good against the
for
pencil, but
me.
the pencil doesn't peek it. Like some pencils
Yeah.
used to peek it, but like the odds of a good pencil peeking that are pretty low.
Yeah.
At which point he's useless. So Anyway, there it is. The classic fucker hides behind the wall and kills me. Why am I even up there at all, Lamau?
Yeah.
Alright. And then Eevee just does his thing. This is the one where he gets 3, right? Oh no, he doesn't get anything. Wow, how did we fuck this up?
Well, Eevee didn't get anything.
Yeah,
He didn't even stall out. So,
yeah. But I don't think that was a bad play to go for it. This should have been a kill. That's a whiff on his part.
But once it fails, then let's see what happens next.
I strike for him to let him hold
Yeah.
that, which I don't think is
I
bad.
mean, he should be able to not die, but I think the pencil just got it.
Yeah, he just got caught out.
Yep.
But I guess, okay, let's... I'm supposed to strike for him there, though, right? Like, that's a...
Yeah, sure.
Like, I feel like if he lives there and...
You give him like exponentially more paint, and
then he now has,
option.
like, the whole top
It
side
just-
of their side of
that's
the
an
map.
option.
Yeah. And we can also jump to him, which it gets us out of the very annoying position we're currently in. Which
Yeah.
is trying to clear our fucking top right, which never works.
Yeah.
And then I kill 2 here. This was my one good play. And then they're both on me, and I'm calling it. Nice. Okay, cool. So that was worth it. But I don't... This whole fucking section is just scrappy. I don't think you're doing any sort of reads in this situation. You're just trying to...
Yeah.
Okay, so we get our hold. Okay, so now what do we want?
Why did I will there?
Well, let's back up a bit.
Useless.
So Eevee kills the last guy in mid. We know there's no jumps. Right?
Well, I think I will because I'm like I don't really know what to do on a gold tier. It
Well,
would
I
be
don't
really
think-
good if I could take their top. I'll just well guarantee it. I don't really want to play the games with holding. I just want to because I feel like the most effective holds come when we take their top.
Yes.
keep it
Oh
for a
wait,
little
Stan was throwing. He didn't even... Wait, there's 2 games in this set where Stan is supposed to play Crab and he doesn't. Or does he play it in the next one?
I don't know.
Hold on, I need to check this.
But yeah, in this situation, it's like a. I don't know.
I guess let me think. What are you trying to do when... He forgot
Yeah,
Crab
he's
Sword
doing like
twice. Wait, no, that's fucking crazy.
I forgot. I don't know. Maybe it's just more pleasant to fight if you have burst bombs in your toolkit. But I don't.
No, we 100% agreed that Crab Sword was better here. Crab
Well,
Sword
that's
is...
like that's the verbal contract.
No, but I definitely think that's true.
Yeah, I
Like-
think it's true too.
Like, Crab is so nice. Unless you just win like 4 billion things for free.
Yeah, but I'm not saying yeah. It's not like.
Yeah.
It's not the main consideration you have when you're picking that weapon.
Mm,
It is the main consideration, theoretically, but for a
Yeah.
scamper main, no, it's not.
yeah, okay, anyway. Oh, this was a long game. Okay, so Eevee clears the last guy in mid.
Yeah.
Realistically, what are they doing here? They're just trying to take back their top left, and then
Yes.
we have to cover the flank route. I feel like we understand this map pretty well.
Yeah.
You force the specials to go out in mid, and then you don't die to them in mid, and then you collapse back in on them after.
Yeah.
Well, that was a huge kill, too. Okay, that's why you wail.
Is that gonna happen every time? I feel like
It's a good
I
guess.
just wanted
It's a good strategy. Or it's a good thing to go for, because...
yeah, I think my reason I gave earlier was probably the underlying reason. I think it's a better reason to just guarantee the top. I don't want the pencil to be chilling there. Like even if I don't kill the pencil, they're gonna be running around, and I'm gonna be chilling on the top left,
Yeah.
and then everybody comes to me. What's Dan doing then?
I think he tried to go with my strikes. What the hell did I just die to?
Strikes.
I don't think these were good strikes.
Okay.
Let's think about this. Okay. You kill the pencil. There's 3, fine. I have strikes. What do we want here? They want to
Yeah,
retake their
even though
top.
we did take their top left, but it's kind of fake.
We
Just
lost it
nobody ran
instantly.
through.
Yeah. You can't really run through because we
Yeah,
didn't
nobody
paint.
was in position.
We hadn't painted mid yet. We needed mid first.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you running forward, killing the pencil, and backing out immediately is probably the best we can hope for. But the question is, what do we want these strikes for actually?
Uh, I don't know. I feel like that would just be guess when they're just about to get their no, guess when exactly when they get the specials and have the strikes hitboxes already be coming out exactly when they get it. And they're in position.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so you want them to come
Because
out.
if you wait too long, you're just gonna never be able to throw strikes.
Yeah, I literally die in strikes all the time on this map. So I just have to.
If you throw them too early, it just becomes super duper useless.
And then if you
So
throw them
that's
too
where
early, yeah, they
my
just back up a little bit and then walk back forward like 2 seconds later.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's where my it sounds ridiculous, but that's where my reasoning came from.
Yeah. Yeah, Stan tried to go with these strikes. That's just bad because they're just waiting anyway, right? So, oh, the other option is that I hold the strikes for their entire retake
Yeah.
and then burn them after they've burned everything. But I can't early
You have to
strike
be
here.
really far back though. You have to be much further back.
Yeah. I think if I were to strike, I would actually want to be. Where do I want to be? I think I want to be basically where you are right now. That's the
I guess that
only
makes sense.
angle that won't get Zuka'd. If the person Zuka's from their far right, diagonally across zone to kill me behind the glass wall, fuck it, man. They're the greatest player of all time.
That's not happening.
That's like whatever. But like where you are is the only place I
They're
don't have to worry about
I'm not
getting.
even gonna get there in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you are is the only place I can safely like drop back and then try and strike. But then I can't see, so I'm gonna have to learn
Yeah. That's probably why I'm standing. Probably why I'm standing. Why I'm
to.
standing.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah,
I
my
think I end up dying to these tricks anyway.
yeah, but I think yeah, I think you have to. I have to either perfect time it, which is a little more lenient if I'm on behind the glass wall on the left side because I don't die instantly. I die in 2 seconds. And then the only other thing would be, oh, you know what? Wait, hold on a minute. Check this shit out. I just thought of something devious.
Well, are you just gonna stand under their place and then throw it under?
Yeah. It would
Maybe.
work too. It's the safest place to throw them from, and it hits them in the worst possible spot.
That's true. And you're never dropping down there. It seems stupid.
Yeah, they should never drop down there, and also Eevee will be down there if they do. So
Yeah. Hey, that is kind of funny. They still see the marker though, right? Yeah, you always do.
do you? You don't have the
I
game
think
on, right?
Wahoo. Wahoo is like the other example I can think of. I don't know if you see the.
Where is the lead?
I have the game on. Yeah.
Oh,
I have the
okay.
game right here.
Boot up.
Well, it's not on. But
Yeah, just boot up. But yeah, what was the point? So the point is that you can punish the.
I mean, it's just like there's no problem. There would on ramen. There would be normally no problem with throwing them too late, except you're just gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Too late is probably the best time to
Yeah.
throw strikes. Really,
Yeah. You want to
slightly
throw
too
them
late,
in. Yeah.
so that they're trying to run through it.
Exactly. And then the more general piece of reasoning there is that you want to punish them after they've already burned stuff. Because
Yeah.
it's hard to get... I've found that if the person with strikes can stay alive, other than crab, it's pretty hard to get value off your special when there's strikes going on.
Yeah.
It's quite annoying.
Well, when you're retaking, it's so choke point is really extreme.
Yeah. And then the other takeaway there was that you want to burn. You have to burn their specials first.
Yeah.
The only reason I would strike, the only reason that's worth striking early is if I can get a crab in their top left. That was what I wanted to say earlier, and I couldn't figure out the words. But yeah, like a bubble, which we're not gonna have, or a crab in their top left is probably worth striking for early. Alright, go up top.
Thinking about something. Alright, sure.
Yeah, so let's see. I throw the
Maybe I
first
can
one
go.
like here, and then the second one there. Can you see it? Oh, you can see the
Kind
line.
of, but it instantly appears. It's very weird.
Wait, that's fucking hilarious. Wait, what did I strike? I need to learn the lineup.
Strike.
This is good. Yeah, I literally just
Yeah.
I literally just strike
So
this whole fucking area down here.
Something I just realized.
What?
Strikes have the delay, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they also have the visual indicator of the literal things coming towards you. So if I wasn't prepared for it, I might be like, what the fuck? How did they just appear here?
Yeah, I mean, you have to react to the little beam. The beam will show up, right? But I think that's the only thing that shows up, right?
Yeah, you don't see the little.
The ball.
You see like, you don't see the ball.
Yeah. Was that a good strike? I feel like that's a good strike. You just want this corner tile, right?
Yeah, just like.
That's
can't
crazy.
do stuff.
The pencil can't even kill me down here. Wait, that's fucking hilarious. I'm
Yeah.
invincible down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I should just play this with strikes. Don't die to the Zuka, drop, and then fucking strike it.
Where are you usually striking from again? Sorry.
Normally I'm like all the way back here because it's the only place. Like I'm like literally by the pillow because the Zuka will land
Yeah,
like
yeah.
here.
Like here, then you die to Zuka.
Yeah, so I had to be literally all the way back here, and then I'm like fucking chucking things at max range, and it feels horrible.
Yeah.
And if they have a crab, I still die because the crab outranges me. But if I'm here, they literally can't hit me. So, LOL.
Are you?
I'm not literally invincible, but no special. If you're burning special to kill a guy that's under you on left, like you're fucked.
Yeah, I was trying to think about like how to reach you, but nobody's ever. It's psychopathic to go on that right block thing and.
The only
Force them
time
down.
is if they were already in the corner and then we're trying to
Yeah.
flank through the left side, which they do
Usually
sometimes.
I'm covering that. I usually cover that. to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm like usually there.
yeah. But if they do that, then hopefully I just react in time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I shouldn't be dying
feel
down
like- If they do that, I feel like hopefully the reaction is like, oh, this guy's useless. Let's push through further.
there. Yeah. But I mean, sometimes they do dive through our bottom left. Like Eevee's been down there
Yeah.
before fighting people. But I think if I play it
Yeah.
correctly, I can stall it out. And then if I run through to their side rather than trying to back out into ours, then maybe I can get the strikes out anyway. And I end up
Yeah.
moving into Eevee, which is good for me.
Yeah.
So I guess that's something for me to think about, is that I need to be consistently looking for... The way to outplay people on retake for me on zones is to find positions where I can strike that are not the obvious super far back position, but are still like, you're an idiot if you're trying to clear that area. Which I don't think exists on every map, but
So the reason for that is because like, strikes take time to travel, and you take time to travel, right? So actually, the closer you are, it's just like you're very immobile during them. That's all.
yeah. The main thing
That's
is
why you
that you
normally-
want to burn the strikes after they've popped other specials, but if you do it, you're very likely to die. So you have to have very creative positioning to even get them out. I'm trying to think if there's any other map where I tend to do that.
Yeah. By the way, Ziff, you know your first set of strikes? I think your first strike acted as a warning strike. So maybe don't throw it on the glass wall.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I'll show you the clip actually.
Oh okay. Well, I think I understand. I've seen strikes come from under.
Yeah.
Do we need to watch the rest of this game? I don't think we need to watch the rest of this game. I think we've done enough thinking for one night.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it. The second round of thinking.